Good evening. Welcome to the last TELOS event of this academic year. TELOS is a multi-year initiative at the Graduate School of Education here at Stanford that stands for Technology for Equity and Learning Opportunities. And this is one of my favorite events that we do all year because a key piece of the TELOS initiative is funding risk-taking, innovative, out-of-the-box thinking that looks at technology, equity, and learning, and where those things intersect. And tonight you have an opportunity for a slightly deeper dive into two of our faculty-funded projects, and then the opportunity to meet with a number of our grantees in the showcase that'll be happening out in the lobby. So I'm Janet Carlson, and along with Bridget Barron, raise your hand, Bridget, we lead this initiative, which is primarily about supporting others to take up the work at the intersection of technology, learning, and equity. We have multiple goals on this project. One is to do exactly what we're celebrating tonight, and that's to fund innovation in this space. Another is to catalyze collaborations. And one of the things we build into all of our convenings are opportunities for informal interactions. So after Brian and Joe do their presentations, they will go into the lobby. Not only will there be interesting projects for you to learn about, there'll also be food and refreshments. Another big piece of the work is supporting the development of educators in both their pre-service years and their in-service years to use technology effectively to enhance teaching and learning, but also to develop computational thinking in their learners. So these are all parts of the TELOS initiative, and tonight we're going to focus on two projects, followed by, I think it's 11 projects. And I want to introduce our first speaker, Brian Brown, who is currently doing his service to this School of Education by serving as the Associate Dean of Students. In his real life, he's an Associate Professor in Science Education here at the GSE, and he is a highly valued member of the faculty, and one piece of evidence of that is his nomination by the students as a top student advisor. Brian has been a long-term science educator, beginning with his teaching in Long Beach, California, where he taught, I think, high school, not middle school, high school. And he's continued to work with children even after coming to Stanford and runs, I was going to say notorious summer program because I've seen the kids running around campus, but he engages students in science in very active ways. He's recognized by his peers through a number of awards, including some outstanding early career work in 2007 and recognition as a top research manuscript in one of the journals that is highly ranked in science education back in 2009. For TELOS, he's funded for some work called Science in the City, the Culturally Relevant Pedagogy Approach to Virtual Reality in Science Lessons. You don't have to be in Silicon Valley very long to realize that virtual reality is a common venture right now. You do have to dig deeply in Silicon Valley to find people like Brian who are bothering to find out what makes it worth doing. How do we turn a cool technology into something that matters for learners? And that's what Brian's work is about, in making virtual reality matter, making science matter, and engaging students who are often left behind by how we approach schooling. We were very pleased to be able to support his work through the TELOS initiative because we saw Brian as a pioneer in this intersection of technology, learning, and equity. And so I will stop with my introduction so I can turn the time over to Brian so you can hear about his project, which I think has some findings and features that people will be engaged in. So Brian will talk for roughly 20 minutes, and then we'll have some Q&A. So keep track of your questions. Thank you.